Guys, a wonderful weekend. You need to watch this video from start to end. There's no instructions on any of your assignments for today because this is it. So, I'm so sorry, guys. You logged on to Google Classroom to get here, which means you went to classwork. You have a warm-up today. It is through Edpuzzle. Most of you have done Edpuzzle first. Once you click on it, it may ask you to click on your name and allow Edpuzzle to pair up with Google, and then you're going to complete that. Remember, if you see it just spinning and spinning and spinning, you probably haven't answered the question to the right of the screen or to the video. So make sure you answer that. Once you're done, you're going to go into absent email writing. All there is a Google Doc here. You're actually going to write on that Google Doc or type on it a formal email to any teacher explaining that you're absent, and then you need to collect your makeup work. Okay, so you need to figure out how to use formal language to ask that. All right, so let's talk about formal and informal language. Informal is when I'm talking to, if you said a friend, maybe a mom, a cousin, a brother or sister, you're correct. Okay, so informal is very casual. Hey, what's up? How are you? Formal is when you are writing to a boss, teacher, principal, somebody of that kind of status. Usually to whom it may concern, dear Mr. So-and-so, dear Mrs. So-and-so, that kind of way that you start. Okay, so we're going to watch a quick recap of formal and informal.
I'm Felicity Formal. I'm quite complex, and I take on more serious topics in a direct way. Hey, how's it going? I'm India Informal, and I'm friendly and relaxed. I use more emotions and show more personality. Today, we are going to talk about formal and informal. When you start to write something, you should always ask yourself, who is my audience? What's the best way to communicate my message? And what style of language should I use? Answering these questions will help you to write, but how do you know what style to use? And what's the difference between formal and informal writing style? Would you normally wear shorts and a t-shirt to a job interview? If you use language which is too informal, you can give a bad impression. Formal language sounds serious. It usually has an impersonal tone. It is used for academic writing, such as reports, articles, and letters such as job applications, because it sounds more professional. Informal language sounds chatty and usually has a personal tone. It is used for things like emails to friends, letters to your family, or text messages because it's friendlier. Now let's look at some differences between formal and informal English. Look at the following letter and decide if it's formal or informal and why. I need a job. Right now I study biology at uni. I'm just finding out if you need anyone. I've been working part-time in a nursing home, and recently they promoted me to care assistant. I'm patient, work hard, and I'm friendly. Get in touch. India Informal. So this email uses informal language, and it's too informal for this style of letter, which is a letter of application. We're going to look at the 4 features that make this email look informal, and we're going to change it to make it look more formal. In informal English, we use more casual words like finding out, job, right now, and get in touch. It'd be better to use more formal words. I'm writing to apply for the position of nurse. Currently, I look forward to hearing from you. It's more common in formal English to use more shortened forms of words and verbs. Here we have uni, which is okay if you're speaking, but not when you're writing. We should use the full word university instead. And I've been, we could use I have been. Normally in formal language, we use passive structures. They promoted me to care assistant should be I was promoted to the position of care assistant. We use shorter sentences in informal language, such as I work hard and I'm friendly. It's better to use longer, complex sentences. I'm hardworking and I work well in a team. So remember, only write informally to friends or members of your family, and be very formal when you write to people that you do not know at all.
It's time to...
All right, guys, so remember when you're formal, more complex sentences, higher vocabulary instead of basic. Informal, it's okay to do simple things, simple words. So once again, you're going to click on this absent email document, and you're going to write an email to your teacher, preferably probably me since I'm the one doing the assignment, but you can pick a teacher, and you're going to write an email explaining why you were absent and how to go about getting your makeup work. Okay, so make sure that you include that information. So it should be at least 4 complete sentences, right? And then your ending, how you're going to end it. Sincerely, thank you, whatever, and then your name. You should always put your first and last name because it is a formal writing. Once you're done, submit that, turn it in, and then we're going to roll into the lottery. The lottery is going to be a story for you to read. Now, guys, this is 100% independent, okay? We're going to read this story, but before you start, it's going to ask you if you agree or disagree. And then write 2 sentences explaining why you agree or disagree. Guys, complete sentences starts with a capital letter, ends with punctuation. So as you read, you're going to scroll down, and there are some things that it's asking you to do, so please make sure you do that. And you'll do that throughout the story, okay? I'll have some questions for you as you go. And then there's some questions at the end, okay? So that's called the lottery. You're going to turn that in once you're done. If you finish everything and you still have time in class, then you're going to go ahead and start on this write the story. Got a picture here for you. And it's got a drone. So that's your sentence starter. So all you have to do is click down here and start typing, okay? So you're going to complete the story, and it needs to be at least the rest of the whole page, okay? Not just 3 sentences. All right. My warm-up is figurative language. I'm going to write my absent email. I'm going to start and hopefully complete the lottery, and then from there I'm going to write my story. Okay, these 3 are due today, and then this one, if we don't finish, we will tomorrow for part of our work tomorrow, okay? All right, guys, that's all I have. Warm up, absent email, the lottery. Please be on your best behavior. And guys, I'll see you Tuesday.